All right, this is what we're making. Tuna noodle casserole. It's amazing. So today I am taking you back to your junior high school home ec class, and we are going to make tuna noodle casserole. This is an amazing dish, and this is made without the soups. The soups are not super healthy for you, so this is like a grown-up version of tuna noodle, I can't say that word, casserole. So I am making a half a pan because there's only two of us. So if you want, I'm going to post the recipe for the full pan in the comments just to make it a lot easier. So the very first thing you need to do is you need to get some water boiling. So you need your dish, and you need 10 ounces of egg noodles. So this is a 16 ounce, so you don't need the whole thing for egg noodles. So I'm going to do 8 ounces. Actually 5 ounces. So I'm going to get this boiling. And this recipe is just a little bit steppy for a YouTube channel, but we are going to make this work. All right, so you need medium egg noodles, sweet peas, you need white cheddar cheese, and we're going to grate that. I found this one at Walmart. It's a Cabot Creamery, which is a farmer-owned creamery, I believe actually out of Minnesota. So you can find this at Walmart. You need a big can. If you're making a full recipe, you need 2 cans. I have 1 can of albacore premium tuna. Make sure you use the premium stuff. And we don't need that. That's for the next recipe. For cranberry bread. And you need half and half flour, Dijon mustard, and a little bit of butter. Those are the, and some salt and pepper, which we'll kind of put there towards the end. Okay, so we're going to get the water going. We're going to preheat our oven to 400 degrees. I'm going to get my pan out that this is going to eventually go in. So you want to use a 9x13 or I'm going to use a 9-inch pie plate. I should kind of have a side camera here too, but I'm going to use a 9-inch round pie for my half of it. Okay, so while that is going, I just need to, this is an old recipe, so I just have to double check my recipe. So I'm going to melt butter, 1.5 tablespoons. So you're going to use 3 tablespoons for a full one, in a Dutch oven. And my Dutch oven broke, so I'm going to use a regular pan, just a regular skillet pan. Okay, and I'm going to put 1.5 tablespoons, and then 1 tablespoon of garlic minced. So I'm going to grab that. Be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So I have these little sticks of butter. I'm going to throw that in the pan with 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Get that open. This is going to smell so good. Okay, and then the other thing is if you do not like tuna fish, you can also make this recipe with rotisserie chicken. That's the other way that I've made this. Really, really good. Okay, so we're going to heat that until it's fragrant, about 2 minutes. I'm going to get out my wooden spoon. It's in the wrong spot. And to the person that watches me and says I'm disorganized, yes, I am disorganized. So while that's happening, we're going to grate this cheese. I don't use white American very often, but it's going to really pull the richness out of this recipe. Oh, and then I forgot you need PANKO crumbs. Gosh. Okay. So I am going to use about a cup of this cheese. This grates really easy. Try to use grated cheese. The dogs are staring at something outside. It's very, very windy, so. Okay, I've got about a cup there of cheese. This grater is amazing. Okay, I'm going to put in my egg noodles. That's boiling. Okay. You also need PANKO crumbs. So, okay, we're going to put the cheese off to the side. Okay, and then the flour. We're going to put in a tablespoon of flour as soon as this gets done. Basically, we're making the sauce for it. Okay, 1 tablespoon of flour will be added to the sauce. And then we're going to do that until it's thickened. Like I said, this is a little bit more involved recipe for a YouTube video, but bear with me because this will be really good when you're done. Okay, so that's going to get nice and thick back there. And then we're going to add 2 cups. You're going to add 3.5 for a full one. Hold on a second. I'm going to go check the garage door because nobody's supposed to be here. Hold on. Okay, so then we're going to add 2 cups of half and half. All right, I'm going to stir this until it gets nice and thick on medium heat because obviously you don't want to burn the half and half. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to put the Dijon mustard in, and this needs to cook on low for about 4 to 5 minutes. Dijon mustard, we want to do 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Don't skip this step because this is what adds the flavor. Okay, so this is going to take 4 to 5 minutes to thicken. And our noodles are still cooking. So I'm going to grab my colander for draining the noodles. I'm going to have a really messy kitchen by the time I'm done. I tend to think that I cook like a lot of home cooks where you have stuff basically all over the place. Pretty much, that's what I feel like. Okay, so we just got to get those noodles done. Now the elbow noodle or the egg noodles do not take a long time to cook. So those are going to take about the same amount of stuff as the sauce. Okay, and then we are going to open this up while we wait. And it's drained tuna, so we want to drain the juice off of it. Okay, and we're going to make the topping while we're waiting for everything here. So you need PANKO, Parmesan cheese, a little bit of lemon. Never thought about it, but the dogs are probably going to go crazy from the tuna fish smell. They love anything fish. Anything fish. Okay, I'm going to grab the lemon and lemon. Whoop. Okay, so we want to keep stirring this till it gets thick. getting there. Okay, we're gonna make the topping while we're waiting for everything else. Whoopsie! That is a fail right there. That is when your water boils over, when you're not paying attention because you're talking on your YouTube channel. So the dogs are like, what the heck is happening? Okay, so if that ever happens, just pull it off, wipe it up, turn it down a little bit. Okay, now my sauce is doing good back there, so we're gonna add the cheese to the sauce. And just lightly put that in there till it melts. Okay, I'm going to turn that way, way down like that while we make our topping. Okay, we need a third cup of panko, a third cup of Parmesan cheese, a tablespoon of lemon juice. So I'm going to put the lemon juice in first. A third cup. Third cup of panko. I'm going to go grab the Parmesan, and you need a little bit of olive oil. I think I've used about everything in my kitchen today. Okay, third cup of Parmesan. That is going to use that up. Get some of that. And a tablespoon of olive oil. All right, we're going to mix this up. This is going to be our topping. I know it seems weird to put the lemon in there, but it really pulls out the taste. So that's the topping. Okay. Disorganization is showing through. Okay, so we got that done. Now, we are going to remove this from the heat and put it on the back burner. Turn that off. Check our noodles. They're probably done. If I can get a noodle out. Yep, the noodles are done. Okay, we're going to drain the noodles. Now we're going to put it all together. Okay, so now we have our pan, right? Our 9-inch pan is back. Move some of this. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna do this all in the pan. We're gonna put our noodles that we just cooked. We are going to put in the tuna fish. I have a big can of tuna. Maybe that's not going to come out with that. It's definitely packed in there. Tuna fish. Okay, now this is where our green peas come in. Break that tuna up a little bit. Okay, you're following me? So we got the tuna fish. I'm mixing that in a bit. The noodles. I use sweet peas. I'm going to use a half a cup. I need my scissors. Okay, I'm going to pour in a half a cup of peas. I think the peas are probably my least favorite part, but they really add to this dish. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to add our sauce. Okay, so our sauce ended up looking like this. Like really yummy. So we're going to add the sauce. Our white American cheese sauce. That actually looks very tasty. Okay, we're going to mix this all in. Oh, I can see the cheese. This is going to be really good. Yum. Your old home ec teacher is going to be so proud of you. And then people, when I post this to TikTok and whatever, they're going to be like, oh my God, she made a tuna casserole. Okay. All right, now take the topping and sprinkle it over the top. PANKO crumbs. Okay, we're going to bake this at 400 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes until it's golden brown. I would serve this with a piece of crusty bread, and basically you have your entire meal. So I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like as soon as it comes out of the oven, and I hope you enjoyed following along with my disorganized kitchen. The time has come to take the tuna noodle casserole out of the oven. So I'm going to pull it out. It's been in for 25 minutes at 400 degrees. Let's see what it looks like. I did peek at it to make sure it was done, but oh my goodness, doesn't that look amazing? Okay, so I'm going to do a little more close up. That's what we're cooking, the tuna noodle. You're going to love it. I'm going to post the recipe and comment if you like it. Thanks.